Hey, what's up? I would like to take this time to thank all my subscribers for keeping me on my stuff, because y'all let me know if it's hot or not. I feel y'all. Thank you. I'm finally starting to understand the part of my formula that attracts y'all. So, thank you for being supporters. Now let's get it in. The Farwell family, deeply rooted in the history of gangster disciples in Rogers Park, holds a significant place within the neighborhood. Named after its founding location, Farwell Avenue, the gang has a complex structure with over 200 members as of 2011. It is organized into various cliques, distinguishing between younger and older generations, each with its own hierarchy and interests. During the tumultuous 1970s and 80s, Rogers Park witnessed an influx of notorious gangs from the west and south sides of Chicago. Among them were Black P-Stones, Brazers, Gangsta Disciples, Latin Kings, Simon City Royals, and the Vice Lords, turning the neighborhood into one of the city's most brutal areas. The Farwell family origins trace back to 1528 West Farwell Avenue, established by key figures like Rooster, Ray, Little D, and Marty D, a proclaimed super gangster affiliated with the Thorndale and Winthrop GDs and IGDs, known today as Gutterville or Day Day World. With support from K-Town GDs and guidance from nearby GDs like Town, Farwell gained official recognition. Soon more GDs flooded the area, solidifying their presence. In the early 1980s, as Latin Kings and Mafia Insane Vice Lords entrenched themselves in Rogers Park, the GDs had to contend with rival gangs like Simon City Royals, or SCRs. From Farwell and Clark Street, Farwell successfully claimed territory, pushing SCRs back to Farwell and Clark. Wars with the Kings and Lords escalated, inherited from GDs on Rosemont and Broadway and Thorndale, Winthrop. The conflict grew as Farwell expanded south onto Pratt.
And I don't know, you get guns, get your weapons, knives, whatever you need, they help you. But they help you to a limit, of course. You know, they don't bond you out like a Yuri or something like that. They just do what they could do. Streetwise, that is.
Although in some cases gang membership can be explained by the lucrative narcotics market.
By the early 90s, conflicts with renegades, CVLs, and TVLs, as well as BPS from Death Valley and East Point intensified. In the late 90s, early 2000s, Farwell expanded north, establishing G Block on Greenleaf, Greenview, and E Block on Estes, Glenwood. Farwell formed alliances with neighboring folk gangs like LP Street, Ashland Vikings, and Murder World Brazers in the 2000s. Tensions arose in the 2000s with GDs from Juneway and Howard Street, leading to a deadly gang war fueled by territorial disputes.
Crimes unit of the Chicago Police Department has divided these gangs into three major types: the traditional youth-oriented gang, the group of sophisticated criminals who band together under the facade of a gang, and thirdly,
a combination of the two.
Recognize, motherfucker.
On December the 12th, 2008, a member named Isaiah Freaky Stroud was stabbed by a Loke City member named Dave. After 3 Loke City members were stabbed earlier, it was a retaliation that actually started a war. By 2014, internal disputes among GDs resulted in factions, leading to a complex gang landscape with new alliances and sworn enemies. The conflict extended to various nations, creating a web of alliance, with Farwell finding itself opposed by multiple factions. As of 2021, Farwell stands alone, no longer affiliated with any outside cliques, marking a shift in its alliances and the evolution of gang dynamic in Rogers Park.
On Storm. No, G. The nigga Lero gonna get on live. Talking about some 616 me, we finna go gang rape a bit. On Stone, bro. Mo them don't do no raping, bro. These bitches get this shit up to us, bro. On Stone, bro. You mad cause somebody fucked your bitch from Magnolia, bro? On Stone, bro. Stop doing all that, bro. You niggas real life gay. On Stone, bro. Didn't one of y'all homies was just getting their dick sucked by a fag G? By a whole live Gilly? and got it caught on camera, and he was moaning and saying he liked it. You fucking gilly bitches on Burnham grave, bro. You niggas realize
goofies, and that's why y'all bitch ass in there.
In February 2014, a 19-year-old known as Young Pappy, whose real name was Shaquan Thomas, became the target of a gang-related shooting. Though he survived the attack, a tragic turn occurred when a stray bullet claimed the life of a 17-year-old Marquio Carr. The following day, Young Pappy defiantly tweeted, "I'm still here." The cycle of violence persisted, and in July 2014, another attempt on Young Pappy's life unfolded. This time, a stray bullet found an unintended target, striking 28-year-old photographer Will Lewis, who was waiting for a bus in Rogers Park. A case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. April 2015 saw Young Pappy intensifying tensions with rival gangs through a provocative video titled Homicide, posted on YouTube. The following month, he added fuel to the fire with another video, Shooters, mocking his adversary's marksmanship. Tragically, a week later, Young Pappy was fatally shot about a block away from where he recorded the taunting video in Uptown. It's June the 1st, 2015, on the 7600 block of North Ashland Avenue, near Willie B. Jermel Dossie, 17, a PBG gang, is looking around for a guy that posted a rude comment on Facebook about one of the illest rappers to ever be born in Chicago, Young Pappy. It's around 1 p.m. right across the street from Gale Elementary School. Jermel walks up to 22-year-old Clifton A. Fry and shot him twice in the back in broad daylight in front of a lot of people and fled from the scene. The toll was grim. 4 lives lost. A 17-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 22-year-old, 28-year-old, with at least one 17-year-old wielding the lethal weapon. The motivation behind these tragic incidents seemingly senseless, a toxic blend of taunting, disrespect, and animosity fueled by the dark underbelly of social media. The broader issue at hand is the escalating complexity of Chicago's violent crime problem. Indiscriminate shootings are on the rise, often triggered by social media disputes, with use on both sides of the gun, painting a stark picture of the challenges faced by the city in curbing its disturbing trend. It's July the 21st, 2015. Valen Francis from Killer Ward is in the yard with his fiancée and children. They are playing. The fiancée notices a man with a hoodie tied tightly around his face on the bike coming up to the building towards them. She grabs the kids and she starts to go inside. The man that is approaching them is actually PBG Little Sean. He walks up to the man. They exchange some words that led PBG Little Sean to pulling out his handgun and shooting him multiple times while his family watches from the sideline. Check this out. The cops snagged the silver bike from the alley up north. Cooper spilled the beans, and guess what? Surveillance caught someone rocking the black hoodie making a swift westward dash through an alley right after the shots rang out. Now, here's the real kicker. This dude, Randall, PBG Little Sean, he was on probation for some drug possession at the time from 2014, according to the folks in charge. Since they handed him a 2-year probation sentence on October 20th, 2014, PBG Little Sean been playing hopscotch with the law, violating probation 7 times and counting. He's got not 1 but 2 probation violation charges hanging over his head now. Living on North Lakewood Avenue, Randall, aka PBG Lil Sean, he was on house arrest. Thanks to the probation slip-ups during the shooting, court records spilled the tea that he dipped from his crib at 12:52 p.m. on the big day and ghosted until 10 p.m. later on that night. Fast forward to Sunday, the cops ran through and busted Randall at his Edgewater crib.
He was short with a little dress. He's a little short.
Gang.
holding up traffic, because that's what we do. You see how he is. Hold up, shorty. Niggas ain't out here. Out
Now,
here.
Judge Peggy Chiampas ain't playing games. On Tuesday, she dropped the hammer and ordered Randall to cool his heels without bail. And get this, if they pin him down with this conviction, Randall might be looking at a life sentence. The drama never stops. The energy young Pappy had was divided across the ones he loved the most.
Talking about some, oh yeah, you killed Pappy.
And we don't even rap for real. We don't even do this shit
like,
for real.
come on, G, like,
we don't even rap.
You feel me? Like, man, that shit is so motherfucking fucked up out here, man. I killed Pappy, but I went to his funeral. Make it make fucking sense.
Hey, and I know there's another young Pappy right now that's on his way up in Chicago. Just like there's another King Von or Little JoJo coming up in Chicago right now. But the question is, how long will they live? Little Sean got hit with the murder charge for Valen Francis back in the scorching summer of 2015. And it wasn't until a mere 2 months ago that the gavel finally dropped on his conviction. Meanwhile, PBG Spaz, who committed his crime in the same damn week, is still twiddling his thumbs waiting for his day in court. Even Rondo and C-Day, who managed to catch a conviction in a relatively brisk 2 years, were deemed fast by Chicago standards. In the quiet hours of a Sunday morning at 3 a.m., March the 31st, 2019. The streets of East Garfield Park were abruptly disrupted by gunfire following the end of a lively party on North Hamlin Avenue. Among those caught in the chaos was 22-year-old Timothy Lomax, aka PBG Duddy, who tragically lost his life while trying to shield Tiffany Granville's sister. Tiffany's sister, 27, sustained serious injuries, bullets striking her chest and pelvis. He must have been like standing real close to her that day. They rushed her to Stroger Hospital. Her life hung in the balance, requiring a crucial blood transfusion. Another victim, an unidentified male, found himself in serious condition at Mount Sinai with a gunshot wound to the abdomen, while two 25-year-olds escaped with injuries, but in good condition. Stroger Hospital's emergency room, overwhelmed by concerned friends and family, prompted a call for police support. Yet, amidst the grief, no arrests have been made, leaving detectives to unravel the events of that tragic early morning.
Try to set me up, have a nigga downstairs, call him, tell him let me up. Nigga might slide through, see me try to wet me up, guns get to drawing like
Tiffany Granville, mourning the loss of Timothy and the pain inflicted upon her sister, issued a heartfelt plea for unity and an end to the violence that continues to plague the community. The incident serves as a harsh reminder of the persistent challenges faced by neighborhoods grappling with the aftermath of gun violence.
I asked him, is he gonna slide for Diddy? Fuck you, Trump.
You gonna slide for Diddy, dude?
I asked him, is he gonna slide for Diddy on 3rd grade? Is you gonna slide, bro? Bring your tough ass to Uptown. On Timo, bring your tough ass to Uptown. On Maxo, bring your tough, Clear Watson, bring your tough ass to Uptown. Since you got so much to say on Facebook. Nigga, you just got your ass shot up and ain't do shit. Bitch ass shorty. Get on the live. We finna add him to the live, folks.
We finna add this goof ass to the live. Where you at?
I remember watching Young Pappy for the first time. One of my subscribers had told me the story, and I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I tend to vibrate with the energy surrounding the stories I do the researchers for, if you following me. Young Pappy to me was actually the greatest rapper to come from Chicago. I know Little JoJo and FBG Duck, King Von, they cold too. But y'all understand, you gotta look at it here. Look at the big picture. I'm an empath. I could really feel the energies of others. I never really accepted this until now. When Pappy met his demise, his untimely demise, do you know that his energy was dispersed to his closest friends and family? And if I can personally describe Pappy's energy in one word, that word would be Broly. He is a character from the anime Dragon Ball, and no one can really defeat Broly no matter what you throw at him. He just keeps getting stronger. Not even Goku can defeat Broly. And that alone should be enough to explain the magnitude of young Pappy's power.
Little 60, aka 32 the Dash. Ain't my brother forever. Fuck you niggas. You
When I listen to PBG Chemo, I get glances of young Pappy, and I can almost feel the vibrations of young Pappy emanating from Chemo himself. In these interviews, PBG Chemo is almost the complete direct carbon copy of young Pappy. His energy, his vivaciousness.
Blake, Keno, Keon, Lil E, Valon, Vonnie, Munchie, that's
PBG Chemo, born Rakeem Day on August the 20th, 1996, hailing from Chicago, Illinois. Originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, he made his way to Chi-Town during his childhood and settled in the far north side neighborhood of Rogers Park. Chemo's moniker was inspired by his affiliation with the insane Cutthroat Gangsters, a faction later adopted the name Pooh Bear Gang in memory of Antoine Pooh Bear Sanders, a fellow member who tragically lost his life at the age of 15 in a senseless act of violence while in rival territory.
What you want to do? What you want to do? It's whatever. Gotta try to tell her, come on. Stay right here. Stay right here. Come on. Come this way. Get off the property. Get off the property. Get off the property.
In 2015, PBG Chemo delved into the world of rap, collaborating with other PBG members like Bane the Hitter, Little Sean, and Spaz Out. He marked his musical journey by dropping his inaugural mixtape, 3Ps The Mixtape, on July 4th, 2016. In the hustle and bustle of Uptown, the streets witnessed a tense showdown on Tuesday afternoon as two men exchanged gunfire on a street corner, leaving the air heavy with the aftermath of violence. Police report that both individuals, each with known gang affiliations, are familiar faces in the local law enforcement scene. The confrontation unfolded around 12:15 p.m. at the sidewalk of the 4800 block of North Magnolia. A 23-year-old man found himself with a gunshot wound to the back of his head, requiring urgent attention. He was swiftly transported to the Advocate, Illinois Masonic Medical Center in critical condition, marking the severity of the encounter. On the flip side, the 19-year-old counterpart sustained a shot to his left wrist, landing him in good condition at St. Francis Hospital in Evanston. The echoes of their confrontation lingered as police recovered a single handgun from the scene, emphasizing the intensity of the clash. Law enforcement took swift action, apprehended 3 individuals for questioning in connection to the incident, adding another layer to the narrative. The elder participant in the exchange is currently on parole, having served 4 years of concurrent 8-year prison terms for narcotic-related offenses back in 2015. As for the younger combatant, police data reveals a recent history entangled with the law, with 2 arrests for narcotic violations in Uptown since the past summer, the most recent being on March 20th. The incident paints a vivid picture of the complex intersections of crime, gangs, and the constant ebb and flow of life in the heart of the city. After fighting for his life, he succumbed to his wounds. R.I.P. PBG Moses. During a chat on December the 1st, 20-year-old Mensa Keifel told his dad he'd be taking a friend in a wheelchair to the Social Security office the next day. Gilia Barai didn't think much of it. His oldest son had always liked helping people. The next day, Keifel's mom saw him at 9 o'clock eating his breakfast. Barai said, That was the last time she saw him.
That was the last time she saw him.
It was December the 2nd, 2013. At approximately 10 a.m., a TFG gang member was hanging out with a friend that had been wheelchair bound due to a shootout that occurred a few weeks earlier. They was on the corner by Edgewater's Lickety Split Custard Shop at 6000 North Broadway when a light-colored van pulled up around 10:30 a.m. and hopped out and opened fire, striking both of them. Kiefer was rushed to St. Francis Hospital where he was pronounced dead at around 11:27 a.m. on December the 2nd. His friend, who was just 24, was taken to the Advocate, Illinois Masonic Medical Center, non-fatal injuries. Minsu Kiefer is a member of TFG gang. He also goes by the name Two Cups, whom Young Pappy raps about in a lot of his songs. Barai shared a glimpse into his son's perspective, remembering how if he advised him to steer clear of troublemakers, Kiefer would respond with a defiant yet philosophical stance. Well, that's what you think, but they are nice people. God didn't come to earth to save angels. He came to save sinners, his son would retort, leaving Barai shaking his head and laughing at the unexpected wisdom in his words. Describing Kiefer, Barai painted a picture of Charm, the 20-year-old, bearing the first name Mensa, from his family's ancestral tribe, Eritrea Lowlands, had strong bonds with his cousins and 4 siblings. Whether unwinding at home or hitting the basketball court, Kiefer embraced the simple joys of life. After graduating high school in 2012, Kiefer took a detour to Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville for a year. According to his dad, exploring the journey of life beyond the familiar walls of home.
Y'all got soon. Folks, hit the clubs up. Finna hit them clubs up. Let me hear Woody Packer.
You be careful with Munchie.
Oh, you be careful with Munchie.
How many bells you got in that low?
He should have been careful with his damn self.
Through that, how much money? 20. Good. You sure?
In a backwood chilling with his smoked ass.
Gang up about that with no mask.
No matter one's power or status, there's always someone with the potential to overshadow, exemplifying that nobody is exempt from the specter of death. Until next time, it has been a pleasure.